Clownfish TV did a piece about how animation is failing in Japan. That may seem odd. We're going to go over why Netflix animation or anime is not working in Japan, the originator of anime. Anime in the Japanese culture is deeply rooted now. Even though it's a new form of art, it's still a part of who they are. Their language, their written words are considered characters that have soul and meaning in the written word. So, their art form in anime is taken just as seriously. So it's understandable why Netflix produced anime is not so appealing to the culture as a whole. To understand anime, you have to understand the culture. Take, for example, this. This is a Zen garden. A Zen garden is deeply rooted in the Japanese culture and lifestyle. But to understand what a Zen garden is, you have to understand the purpose of it. It is for deep meditation, to show a connection between the person and nature. In the patterns, there is peace. It is not something you could rush through. It is through time, patience, that makes the Zen garden so appealing to the Japanese culture. Anime is like that. Anime is not a fast production. It is time consuming. It is enduring to get from start to finish. Each piece of thousands of pieces must be connected to make a story that is complete. Anime in Japan is a form of speech, and the people know it. They know when they see something that took years to make, or someone's lifetime to come up with, when it's produced, is something that has a soul. Netflix produced anime is anything but. Netflix is a machine now that has been growing just like any sort of corporation that is becoming larger and larger and needs to feed more. Anime, again, is not a fast produced project. So now Netflix has to outsource it to other places that may not have the concept or the understanding or the deep history like the originators, those who produce anime in Japan. So then you get this version of anime that has no soul, and people see it. Those who have watched anime for their lifetime can see the difference between Netflix produced anime and the originators. We have to remember, anime in itself is a language. Anime is beautiful in how it is made. It is meant to be slow. It is meant to be meticulous. It is meant to be methodical. That is why people, when they see anime, it conveys to them on a level that sometimes real life shows cannot. Shows like Cowboy Bebop, Steins Gate, and Berserker are only just the tip of the iceberg of well-made Japanese anime. You cannot rush art. You hear that all the time. You cannot rush art. I understand that Netflix wants to produce more anime, and that's a good thing because people get to see this art form. But the source has to be respected, the originators and their mythology. and their beliefs behind their producing of their anime. You cannot produce CGI anime and expect people to respond to it. CGI, universally, if done wrong, is disliked because it is looked at universally as a quick, cheap fix to get something done. And the same process is done for anime. Anime is art. You cannot tell Picasso, hurry up and get this product done. I need it by 5 o'clock tomorrow. I have a deadline to meet. Can you imagine how Picasso picture would have looked? You cannot rush art. That's the problem. Netflix anime is different from the original Japanese anime. And they know it. That is why it's not so popular. All that is needed, though, is just take the time. Take the time to make a product that is good, high quality, has meaning behind it, has soul behind it, and respects the original source of those who made it. That is all. The product just needs to be cared for when it's made. Japanese anime or anime is a art form that needs to be loved in order to be made. And that's all.